Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Happy 2022 first of all. This is my first video in this year. I know it's March already. I haven't been uploading for almost half a year now, and I do want to apologize for that. I just didn't really have the time and motivation to do any videos. However, I try to be as active as possible by answering comments, and also some of you guys have written to me on my Instagram asking about specific shoes. So there, of course, I also try to answer all of you. And yeah, so I hope from now on I will be able to do more videos again. At least once a month is my goal. So let's see. I also reached 10k subscribers I think by the end of the year 2021. So I want to thank you guys also so much for that. Have something very exciting for you guys today. It's something that I wanted to do for a very long time, and I even asked it in a poll if you want to see it, and you guys said yes, you would like to see it, but then I never done it. Great. So yeah, today we are going to do exactly that. What you have seen from the title already is going to be a piercing and tattoo tour where I tell you guys what I have, pain levels, where I got it done, and all that kind of stuff. So before, a little background about myself. When I started liking piercings and tattoos and all that kind of stuff, so I started getting into it when I was about 13 or 14 years old. Now, when you're usually going through the emo phase in that time, I kind of got stuck in there. So I never really changed after that, I guess. I always really liked alternative people. I always liked people with tattoos because I just thought that it looks so nice seeing that someone that has a colorful arm and just putting something that you like on your body. So I always really loved that idea. My mom doesn't have any tattoos, and she also doesn't really like tattoos in that way. She thinks if you have too much, that's ruining your body, but she was always very open with that. Like, she just didn't allow me to get anything, like any piercings, not even my ears, before I was 18 years old. After that, she said it's your body, but before that, you might change your mind, which I am actually really happy about, that she didn't let me do piercings before that, because you actually do change your opinion about some things. When I was 14 years old, when I first started like dressing more alternative, like as I said in your emo phase, I really wanted to have like the snake bites, and I wanted to have a septum as well. And those were like the three piercings that I really wanted to have. These ones here, I used to fake them all the time. I had like these little rings with like a little spring in it that you could just clip on. So I had a few of those, which is also a good solution if your parents don't allow you to wear any piercings or get any piercings. Then you can just use these ones. They're quite comfortable as well if you don't have ones that are like too hard on your skin. And for the ears, I used to just wear clip earrings like these ones, or sometimes I also use like magnet things because I really love the stretching, the fake tunnels and everything. So I also used to use stuff like this one. And yeah, for my septum, although I did stuff that might not be recommendable. I actually made like little parts that look like a septum ring, like these ones, but I actually made them from like paper clips. I just bent the paper clip or took like rings that were the right size from jewelry and stuff, and then I glued like little beads on the end of it, so it would look like half coming out of my nose, and then I stuck it into my nose with nail polish, with clear nail polish, because that was the only thing that would hold, even if like my nose was running, for example. So yeah. Looking back at it now, I think I might should have just used like lash glue maybe or something like that, but I didn't wear fake lashes at that time, so I probably didn't know what it was back then. So yeah, maybe if I can find a picture, I'll put it here how it looked. I really hope I can find a picture. But yeah, that was how I have faked my piercings. And for nose piercings, if I wanted to have like a little crystal or anything, I just took like nail art crystals and just like stuck them on here as well. So I used to fake a whole lot of piercings. So fast forward of being 14 and faking all these piercings, I turned 18 and there is one really nice piercing shop in the city where I am from. There was only one guy working there at the time. It was really small, and yeah, basically it was the only one that I could trust, because I knew that a lot of my friends and people were going to him only. So that is when I got my first 2 piercings. He also has a special offer. If you go on your birthday, then you can get the percentage of how old you turn off. So I was turning 18, so I got 18% off the piercings, which was amazing. So yeah, my first 2 piercings actually were my septum, and I had also gotten my Smiley piercing, which is inside here, which I don't have anymore. I will get back to that shortly. So my very first piercing was my septum, which is this one. I would rate it from 1 to 10 on a pain scale at about maybe a 6 or a 7, around there. Of course, it's a long time ago now, it's 6 years ago, but really painful. But it was just a bit uncomfortable as well, because you just start crying. It's really much like a burning sensation, and you just kind of don't expect that, so that's why it's a bit shocking. I mean, your body has never experienced anything like that at the time, so I mean, my body didn't. So yeah, I would say like a 6 or a 7. It was very easy to maintain. You just disinfect it every morning and every night, or when it's getting crusty, with a little cotton bud and some disinfectant, and that's it. It healed very lovely. When I take my piercing out, it's just nice and round. I can look through it because I have it a little bit stretched. It's getting pierced at 1.2 millimeter gauge, and now it is 1.6 millimeters. And I just stretched it with a kind of like a claw kind of thing, which I also love to wear just as an accessory, even when I'm not stretching it. Out of that, I am 10 out of 10 happy with it. I couldn't imagine my face without it, honestly, without any of my piercings. So my second was the Smiley piercing, which goes through here. So I can just show you. It's this little skin piece that you pierce through. I first had a ring that had a little crystal in the middle that's just like pushed into there, I guess. If I find a picture, I will put it here, or at least a picture of how the piercing looked like. So yeah, pain was not that bad. I would rate it about 4 out of 10. It was again just more like a burning sensation, but not bad at all. And also maintenance wise, it was like a 0 out of 10. You literally just had to wash your face with a mouthwash that had a bit of alcohol in it, and that was it, because you can't really sanitize it otherwise. And you just had to make sure that you don't eat like big sandwiches, that you were like biting into it like that. Otherwise, nothing else. The reason why I don't have it anymore is because I noticed that my my gums started going back, like more up. So that's why I removed it, because once your gums like retire, they are not growing back anymore. So this is what is now. I know it's not bad. I do have giant teeth. Like, I didn't want them to look even bigger. So that's why I took it out. The same thing can happen with your tongue piercings, any piercings that is in or around the mouth area, that everybody copes with it differently. For some people it happens like immediately after, for some people it just happens after years. For me, I took it out after about 4 years of having it, and then I just decided that I will take it out just to be good to my teeth and my gums. On the same day that I got my septum and my smiley piercing, I actually also got my first ear piercings, which were these ones. It was just regular ones, like just I had it shot with a piercing gun. Just had 2 little crystals in there, and these were quite hard to maintain. I mean, just to make them heal, it was quite difficult. But it also was my fault, because I really wanted to change them. I didn't want to wear these crystals. I wanted to wear rings and stuff like that. So I probably changed them too early, and then it kind of disturbed the healing process. These ones here, I actually don't really remember when I got them. I believe I got them in... Maybe these were my last ones? Don't remember. But again, same thing as with these ones. Pain was not bad at all. I got it again shot with a piercing gun. These ones, I had them done in Germany. For those of you who don't know, I'm from Switzerland, so I got all of my piercings done in Switzerland, except these ones. I got them in Düsseldorf. So yeah, these ones were quite easy to heal, probably because I didn't play around with it that much. But other than that, you just disinfect it morning and night, and that's it. Going forward with my next birthday, when I turned 19 years old, again, I was gonna get more piercings because of the great offer. So then I got my 2 nose piercings. These ones, they were actually quite painful. I felt like they were a bit more painful than my septum. Just because it felt like he's like turning your nose inside out. I don't know. So that was quite painful, I as far as I remember. I think that was maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10, I'd say. I know that's very strange, like for most people, like nose piercings aren't that bad, but I felt like in comparison to the other ones that it was bad. So yeah, with these ones here, actually I learned that my nose is completely asymmetrical, because if you look like from the top, you can see that this piercing here is a lot higher than the other one, but from the front they look like they're in the same position. So I'm really glad that my piercer noticed that, and that he had done it that well, because I certainly couldn't have. But yeah, at first I had 2 studs in them, but it constantly happened that once when I was like cleaning my nose, that I pulled the studs out, because it was just like these kind of studs. So that is why I just said like, no, I'm gonna just put in my rings and that's it. So since a very long time I am wearing now these rings. They're just like with little you can just twist them out like that, and they have a little stopper here. So yeah, they were also quite... oh, still lipstick on my finger. Yeah, so these were quite easy to maintain. Again, you just clean them with a little cotton bud, like from the inside and outside. On the same day that I had my nose rings, or my nose piercings done, I also got my nipples pierced the same day. And that, let me tell you, that was probably the worst pain that I had ever felt. That is 100% a 10 out of 10 pain. It's just not that it's like so painful. in general already. It's just that you have your first one done, and then you know there's going to be a second one that is hurting again the same amount. So that is just why I think it was just the worst thing ever. What I forgot to talk about was actually the healing process of them. And I can tell you that these piercings probably never fully heal. I mean, they kind of do, like they don't hurt anymore when you touch them and so on, but they tend to get like ripped very easily. You have to take care of what bras you wear so you don't get like tears in them. You have to be so careful. You still have to disinfect them every day to maintain them. At least that's my experience, and I know from many others that that has been their experience as well. So that's something that you have to keep in mind if you want to get them. But I have not regretted a single day of doing them, because it just made me appreciate my body even more. I always used to be quite insecure about my boobs, about the size and shape and everything. Of course, I was also quite young. I mean, I was 19 back then. But yeah, it just helped me accept them the way they are. And I think they look so cute now. Like, if I could, I would show them, but of course I'm not going to. But yeah, it did help me a lot. Same thing with my nose piercings, actually. I always hated my nose, and it just helped me accept my features a lot more. I think you just, if you don't like it, then just decorate it at least. So it's going to give you something that you like about it. And I have to say, I really like my nose now. I do like my boobs now. I never had any problems with my ears, but I guess I like my ears the way they are as well. So yeah, piercings is definitely something that you can get to help you accept it more, because once you don't like it, like, you can just take the piercing out and that's it. Even if there's like a little scar, I don't think you'll ever regret doing it. Before you get a piercing, of course, you do have to make sure that this is 100% what you want, because unlike a septum or a smiley piercing, nose rings, angel bites, medusa piercings, etc., these are going to leave probably permanent scars. So there, of course, you have to think about it more, I guess, before you get it done. And just only get them once you're 100% sure that this is what you want. I have not regretted any single one of my piercings. I'm just sad that I had to take this one out, because I would still have it if I could. But there, I just had to say that I need to, yeah, let my body be my body and do its thing, I guess. Now we have talked about all of my piercings. Let's get to my tattoos. So for that, I have to take off my jacket and show you my arm. So this one here, it was my first tattoo ever. I got it also when I was 18 years old, I think. I had to do it all when I turned 18, okay? This one, I had it done also in the city where I am from. It's a little Maneki neko. I had it done at a Japanese tattoo studio in Switzerland. And yeah, I just really wanted to have something that reminded me of my heritage, but also meant something nice. It wasn't like a bad thing to do for my mom as well, because she was a bit shocked that I've done everything at the same time. But she was actually quite happy with it. And of course, I did want to have color in it as well, because again, like, color is something that I really love to have. So yeah, oops. This is how it looks. It's still very vibrant, even though I had it done 6 years ago. I do love every inch of it still as much as I did when I got it. It still makes me really excited. It also always kind of cheers me up when I feel like I'm really done. Just look at it and I get really happy. This tattoo, it took, I think, about three hours maybe. I had it done in 2 sessions. Like the first time that I went, he was immediately like, if you want, we can start the outlines already. And I was like, sure. So yeah, that's when I got only like the lines done. And then the second time we filled it in with the color and just did a little touch up of the lines. So yeah, it's still very, very crisp, and I do really love how he has done it. For this particular tattoo, I had to pay 400 Swiss francs, I believe. And I think that is very reasonable price for a tattoo that size, for the hours that he had worked for it. Yeah, I think that's quite fair price. So let me show you the hearts. They look like this. So my second or third tattoo were these little hearts. So these ones, they were very quickly done. It took about 10 minutes or so to do them. It probably took more time to prepare everything than doing it actually. I got them done in Greece at Seik Tattoo. They are a whole group of very talented tattoo artists. Pain level was probably like a 0 because you couldn't really feel it. It was super quick. It was just like, and that was it. So yeah, and it was also very fine lines as well. They did get a little bit bigger, but which is fine because I wanted it actually to be thicker. But he said, better not, let's wait. And it was good that I waited, so now I have the perfect size. Yeah. Then my fourth and fifth tattoo was this one here and this one on my shoulder. So these ones I had them done at another tattoo artist in Switzerland. Her name is Rose Tattoo. So this is her Instagram page if you want to give her a follow. And so these both were tattoos that were wanna-dos of her. So that means it was tattoos that she had already drawn and that she wanted to tattoo. So basically I could just say like, maybe if I wanted to have anything changed of it, and then she would do it for a special price because it was something for her portfolio as well. So it was a win-win situation. So I was there at her house in her studio for about 9 hours, I think. So worked like from the midday to the night. And we started off with this tattoo here. So this one, it's like a moth or a butterfly. And basically this tattoo, I just wanted to have the head changed. Because I also draw, I had this idea of putting a crow's head and a little moon on it, because she wanted to have it a bit more realistic. So I just asked her to get that changed. And I'm super happy with it because it gave it that little bit of a more darker twist than having it only natural, like how it is. So yeah, it was a bit teamwork, and the rest is exactly like how she drew it on her drawing already. The only thing was that I only wanted it to be black and white also, and she had it in color. So yeah, but she got to do color on this side. So this side here is it was the fourth or fifth tattoo. So yeah, this one, it was, I left it exactly how she drew it because I absolutely love the design. The only thing that we've done is we added this little thing, so it's going a bit more like how my body is moving, I guess. So yeah, this is the full tattoo. And this one is a cat skull with crystal teeth, little berries, leaves, and a peony flower, I think. And yeah, I do absolutely love the fine details in this one. I forgot to say, pain scale of this one here, it was probably maybe like I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8. That was quite comfortable to do. It's just the underarms, so there wasn't really like space where you'd be like, oh, I can't take it. Maybe the only place where it was a bit tricky was like here, because it's like close to the elbow. But other than that, it was very okay. And also this one, it took about 3 hours, or yeah, 3.5 hours, I'd say. So it was really okay. This one, however, this one, it was actually really painful. Like, I didn't expect it, because I thought meant shoulder is thick, but no. Maybe it was already because my body had endured kind of a long duration of pain that this one hurt more. My body was just like, stop. But yeah, so this one here, it took probably like 5.5 hours, I think, because we only did like one short break to eat, and that was it. So yeah. And my most recent tattoo, or my 6th or 7th tattoo, is this one here on my leg. So that one I got last summer, I think. Yeah, last summer I got that in 2021. I got it done at the same place as I got the hearts at Sake Tattoo in Athens in Greece. And that one was very quick. Like, he was just working like and it was finished after I think 3.5 hours, 3.5 or 4 hours, which was so quick for the size of it. At first I did want to have more like something like this, but then it wasn't also not really his style, like to work with color, because he's very focused on more like dark arts and black and white and black and gray. So I just picked him as a tattoo artist because I did love like his way of drawing the things, and I knew that it's going to be amazing. So that is why I chose him. His name is Logios. It's his profile here. And he does just amazing work. And that has been everything, I think. I mean, in the future I will get more, but again, I will probably post it somewhere on Instagram, or you're gonna see it on here. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as possible. Oh, and by the way, I also picked up crocheting again. So this top here is one of my own creations, and I'm currently working on a pullover as well, which looks like this. So yeah, I will be making more, and towards the summer I will also put some up for sale. So if you're interested, inbox me on my Instagram as well, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!